A successful hate watch, but it doesn't feel like it's been successful, just given what else has happened before this game, right? Barcelona have dropped points at home, a 1-1 draw with Real Betis, but Real Madrid have also lost during this match week, 2-1 against Valencia. So, while Barca have dropped points, it literally means nothing for us because we are still behind them by now 4 points. We got to give Real Betis some credit today. I think defensively, they played very well. They handled the pressure from Barcelona nicely, right? I think their goalkeeper, Adrian, he made some big saves. In my opinion, he's man of the match. I think, in general, Barca, they didn't really impress like how they usually do. This was an off game for them. And it's surprising because I definitely thought that after seeing Real Madrid drop points and effectively hand this La Liga title to Barca, I thought they were going to come out here and absolutely destroy Real Betis. I was looking at this Betis team. Isco was suspended. I'm like, well, what chance do they have? But we see Gavi scores a very good goal in the first half. I'm going to give him some credit. Gavi was Barca's most impactful player. If Gavi didn't score, I don't think Barca would have got anything from this game. And then I got to give credit to Betis on that corner where the defender, Natan, the Brazilian center back, scored a good header, absolutely dunked on Ronald Arroyo, right? I thought that was Real Madrid out there defending on that corner because of how slow and how lethargic Barca looked there. But in general, though, got to give, as I said, Adrian credit, got to give Real Betis credit. They barely had the ball today. I swear, Barcelona had like 70% possession. Betis weren't really able to even hit them on the counter because whenever Betis got the ball back, they couldn't get it out of their own half unless they did a ball over the top. There were a few times where Anthony, right, was able to get behind that Barca defense. But ultimately, the 2-3 times that he had the ball, he wasn't really able to do anything with it. I think Barcelona, they dominated, they dictated the tempo, but in the final third, it didn't look fluid. It didn't look like what it has been for the last 4 to 5 months, where they've just been absolutely cooking. Lewandowski today. I tried to tell you, if this guy is not scoring a tap-in, he might as well not be on the pitch. This guy is washed. I forgot that Lewandowski even played today until I saw him walking off the pitch. I had to wipe my eyes. I said, hold on. Lewandowski was out there today? He did nothing. Lamine Yamal, mid. He had a couple of moments in that first half where he cooked their right back. But, no, well, their left back, I mean. He cooked their left back, but overall, didn't really do anything today. He wasn't impactful in terms of the final third. He was involved in the build-up for the first goal, right? Ferran Torres gets the assist for Gavi. Ferran Torres today also gets the assist, but overall game, mediocre. I think the midfield for Barca, that's where they looked their best, right? They were able to control the tempo. I think Pedri was solid. Frankie de Jong was solid. But again, nobody stood out. Only Gavi, I could say, was impactful because he bagged the goal, right? I mean, aside from that, though, Betis were trying to play out from the back. Just wasn't working. I don't know why Betis didn't go long more. We all know that Barca played that high line. So why not try and get in behind them? Like, why are you trying to pass it through this Barca team? It wasn't working. But look, this was one of those games where if any of these teams were going to be able to take points off of Barca, you would think Betis had a very good chance. And that's exactly what they did. But does it really matter? I already told you, after Real Madrid lost to Valencia, I am mentally checked out of this La Liga title race. Obviously, right, we're only 4 points behind them. So mathematically, we still are in it. But do I think that we will actually be able to win every game from now until the end of the season in the league? No. We're going to drop points again. I told you guys that Barça were going to drop points. I just didn't think that we wouldn't be there to capitalize on it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think Barça are still the favorites, right? Barcelona, I think they have a 85% chance of winning the league. I think it would take a historic collapse. I think Barca would have to lose it's 8-9 games left. They would have to lose like 3 of those games while we are perfect, in my opinion, for us to be able to win, right? Obviously, the El Clasico in the league in May is going to be very crucial, right? Who knows where both teams will be at that point in time. But I'm not really that necessarily worried about it, right? I think that the main focus for Real Madrid needs to be on the UCL, and we got to win that Copa del Rey. Because as things stand right now, Barcelona, they are on for the treble. But we can stop them from winning it by winning the Copa del Rey. We can stop them from winning that by making sure that if they make the final, then we're there to kill those UCL dreams that they have. But nah, it's a very, very mediocre performance by Barca in terms of the standards that they have set. I think their back line today didn't really have that much. Like, Szczęsny had to make a save, but Szczęsny, for the most part of this game, didn't really have as much work to do. I think Alejandro Balde was good today. I think he is very good attacking. Like, when he overlaps on that left-hand side, he causes problems. He creates chances, right? He had that one low cross that he put into the box for, I think it was Ferran Torres, right? Ferran Torres just wasn't able to get onto the end of it correctly. But Alejandro Balde is a very good attacking left back, right? He's a baller. I got to give him some credit. He was caught off, though, in terms of, because he's so high up the pitch when Barca are dominating the ball, that when they lose it, there's so much space in behind. And that's when you saw Antony able to make those runs into that Barca half. And I think Antony, he did do a good job of making those runs, but again, he just had no outlet. Like, there was nobody else there for him to really feed off of or give the ball or create a chance for. I think Koundé, decent. Kubarsi today, mid. Arroyo, mid, right? I get why he's not starting games for Barca, right? Like, Ronald Arroyo, he's definitely fallen out of the starting 11. I don't think he necessarily works in this Hansi Flick system. I don't think that he's able to play the way that Hansi Flick would want his defenders to play. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up getting sold in the summer. I just don't think that he can get in over a Kubarsi and Inigo Martinez in bigger games, right? Like, if everybody's fit. I think Rafinha, he was subbed on. I think he was decent, right? Was making some good runs, but again, not as impactful in the final third. Gerard Martin, Feminine Lopez, they didn't really do anything when they came on. Same thing with Eric Garcia. Now, I think Lamine Yamal, he should have gotten rested this game. I don't understand, again, why he played another 90 minutes. I know that people in the chat are going to come in and tell me about how he preserves his energy and how this and that, but it's still idiotic, brother. All that it takes is one bad tackle, right? One bad decision, and then next thing you know, Lamine Yamal is injured. I think Hansi Flick has to do a better job of rotating. But in general, though, right? Happy to see Barca drop points. But we weren't able to capitalize off of it. So, you know, instead of us being 1 point behind them, we're 4. So they still have a game advantage, basically. Basically 2 game advantage, because it would take us winning 2 games to overtake them, and then them losing 2 games or drawing in 2 games, you know? So, again, Barcelona still have the advantage. This does absolutely nothing for me. But I could finally say it was somewhat of a successful hate watch, but it doesn't feel like it. I need you guys to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section, let me know what you're saying for this game, who was your man of the match, and let me know what you think about this title race. I know that it's not mathematically over, but it feels like it's over, though. You know? I think with the way that we've been playing, like even today, even with Barcelona struggling to break down Betis, right? And even though, to be fair, Adrian did have a big performance, the goalkeeper for Betis, you can still see how they build up, right? Like, they were still in and around the box. They still looked dangerous. They still looked like a threat to score at any time. They just didn't. But they still played better than what we do. So, look, it is what it is, as I said, right? Big ups to the damn chat every single time. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, join the Discord, and yeah, get in the comment section, and I definitely want to know what you guys are saying for this match.